Hello, stuff of nonsense. What number is it? Are we already at number set? Yeah, number 17. First of all, wishing you a good beginning of the week. Two things today. One is that we'll continue study questions, but at a slower pace this week. Make sure you're keeping up with the forum. Okay, the reason I explained in today's Mayo is because I want to introduce a new subject in the forum. I want you to try to contribute. It's a little bit weird to do it online, but let's see how it goes. Memories of puberty. I know it's a little bit like an awkward conversation. So how about I'll start the awkwardness, get it going. I have a couple. One is like underarm hair. What a horrible thing that was to discover, the sprouting of underarm hair. And a personal thing from me, don't worry, it's not too much more about underarm hair, but my mom, she'd only had one period before she went to the concentration camp. And then she didn't menstruate for a number of years. She was in the concentration camp for almost 3 years, and then she didn't get her period for a while. So she really wasn't very equipped to deal with a daughter going through puberty, getting her period. Anyway, all right, so that was weird. I remember when I got my period, she sort of announced to me, congratulations, you're a woman. And in the old days, we didn't have all these, pads with adhesive and wings. It was horrible. You had like a thick pad and it came with a belt that went like past your belly button and everyone knew when you had your period. It was really pretty bad. Be glad you live, even with the pandemic, you live in better days. Okay, do you want to try the forum for me and try to say, if you have anything, if you want to share like what it felt like, what it was weird, did you grow up faster than your friends? Were you the tallest? Were you the smallest? Were you the first to get your period? Were you the last to get your period? What about the guys? What did it feel like? Were you proud to shave? One of my friend's sons, I remember he's like, look, I'm shaving. He had like 2 hairs. Okay, so that's the discussion I'd like to get going on the forum this week, both classes. Now, I want to talk a bit more about the creative project. In terms of not just making it, so you all know you're going to have to hand something in. I get something from you May 22nd, okay? The creative project. It is a photo, it is a story that you've written, a little video. Don't overload me with videos that are hard to upload, but it could be video as long as I can find a way of using it on my computer without losing my mind. Okay. Now, the other thing that usually I would have asked students to do is to write a paper to accompany the assignment, the creative project. There will still be a paper, but it's going to be extremely modified, and you'll be quite pleased to hear this because I'm going to allow you to do something in 4 short paragraphs. Okay, so here goes. I'm going to explain it to you, but I'll also put it on the Mayo, but not today because I sent you one Mayo today. I'll Mayo this one next week on Monday also. But to begin to introduce to you how you're going to analyze the project, okay? 4 paragraphs. First paragraph, because you're going to, let's say, make something. Remember I told you a student made a toilet made out of cookie dough. So the first paragraph is Freudian technique. Notice I said technique. You can choose one, okay? One. You can say unification. You can give me the quote from Freud to make me happy about unification, and then you're just going to explain this unifies cookies and toilets, 2 things that don't go together. Next paragraph, you can guess. Purpose. 1 quote from Freud about purpose, and then I want you to tell me something about the purpose. So you made that toilet, it has to do with, I don't know, you want to show that all food in the end gets digested and ends up in a toilet. Okay, maybe that was your point. And do you have a purpose? Do you have hostility? I'm not sure. Third paragraph, Lewis Carroll, because whatever you create as nonsense, there's going to be a connection to Alice because Alice is in your brains. I'm forcing it to be in your brains. So was there something, let's say, about food? Because food, the cookie toilet. There's certainly plenty of references to food in Alice. And in that paragraph, I also want to quote, okay? Quote on technique, quote on purpose, quote from Alice. And in the last paragraph, you can probably figure it out. What's it going to be? Self-analysis. What did you learn by making, say, the cookie toilet? Okay, to review what we talked about today, because I'm only at 4 minutes, 34 seconds. Okay, we talked about how the forum this week is going to shift a little bit into our having an open discussion about puberty. Just try to put something in. Again, I'm looking at what's going on in the forum. You're going to get a mark for your participation in the forum. So contribute, okay? And I'll respond the way I've been doing to your, like I spent the whole morning today I'm happy because there was good stuff on the forum. So thanks. Okay, so we're going to continue the forum, but in a slightly different shape this week. We're talking about puberty. That's in keeping with the themes of Alice. And then I explained to you what I'm looking for in a it's like a mini paper. It might even just be like 2 pages, okay? It's 4 short paragraphs, and your paragraph is 1 on technique with a quote from Freud, and then explaining 1 technique. Same thing with purpose. You can just, let's say you have hostility and lust, you can just choose 1 purpose, keeping it simple. 1 paragraph on technique with a quote, 1 paragraph on purpose with the quote, 1 paragraph linked to Alice with the quote, last paragraph self-analysis, just a personal thing about what you learned from making whatever project it is. I'll give those instructions again a week from today on next week's Mayo, okay? Because I figure I know you're overwhelmed with like messages from everybody. All right, that's it for today. I'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week with little YouTube lessons. And I've got lots to talk to you about because the study questions are going so well on the forum. Okay? Anyway, I guess I still feel like I'm teaching. I hope you still feel like you're learning. And